Yeah, the purpose of this video is I just felt like doing a comparison of these two products. This you can buy on Amazon, and this you can only get from a Ceramic Pro distributor or dealer. I did have the Ceramic Pro package done on my daily driver, and this is what they suggested for maintenance on it. But I'd seen a lot of good reviews about the Adams Graphene ceramic spray as well. So I thought, hey, let's try that. But in order to really to test these in an unusual scenario, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the old hood from my Corvette. And this hood is from a 1980. So being that this is 2022, you can figure this has about 42 years, give or take, of wear and tear on it. I haven't had it on my car in years. It's just kind of sat in the garage as something for me to use, whatever. It's really in bad shape. You can see here that there's already paint missing out of it and some pretty good gouges on it and whatnot. So this isn't necessarily going to be a test to say, hey, how does this work on a brand new car that's already got ceramic coating, but how will these sprays work on a car or body that has pretty much no clear coat left on it or very little clear coat left on it. Now what I did was I already washed it twice with Chemical Guy's Clean Slate, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through here. I'm going to give it one more pass. This is a surface cleanser, so even if there was any residual waxes or anything on here, it's going to take them off. So I'm just going to give it a quick wipe down and a rinse and a dry, and then we'll come back to this. Rinsed out this bucket. I just got some rinse water in here. We're just gonna wipe this off with clean water. Now again, this is the third time I've actually washed it. The previous two times I was outside and got it really suds. Lots of bubbles and lots of good deep cleaning on it. Used a pressure washer and whatnot. So it's definitely, if there was anything on it, after 3 of these washes, it's definitely not going to have anything left on it. So we'll see how these protective sprays or maintenance sprays hold up. And I'm also going to do something a little bit different. And again, I'm not doing this necessarily for anything other than just the sake of doing it. I'm gonna section this off into 4 different sections, and I'm gonna do 1 coat of each one, and then on the next section I'm gonna do 2 coats of each one according to the manufacturer's directions. And then we're gonna leave it outside for the next couple months. I'm in the Midwest, so we're just coming into our winter season here. I'm gonna set it outside and just let the elements do their thing to it. And maybe we'll go out and check it periodically. And then come springtime or whatever else, we're gonna take a look at it and see how it's all holding up. All right, so I've read the directions for the Adams. I'll put it up here on the screen so you can see it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do 1 coat down here, and we're gonna do 2 coats up here. So we'll start down, actually we're gonna start here. Couple of notes about the Adams is that I already did a smell test on both of them. The Adams definitely has a strong odor to it, and the Ceramic Pro, interestingly, has almost no odor, to the point where I'd be willing to almost taste it just to confirm that it's not just water in there. But we'll see how that goes. These are 380 GSM microfiber cloths. So, by most accounts, considered rather premium. All right, so I got the clean, dry side of this towel. We're gonna go ahead and buff it out. All things considered, it doesn't look that bad, considering that there was almost no clear coat or anything left on here. And quite frankly, in the 80s, I don't know what type of paint and clear coats they used at all. So. All right. I don't see any residual on here. So I said we're going to let the atoms cure for the full 4 hours before I apply the second coat. Interestingly, on Ceramic Pro's website, it actually shows 3 different ways to use this. I found that kind of interesting, but we're going to go with what it says on the bottle. And again, I'll have it up on the screen for you. We've already cleaned it. Spray an even mist of Ceramic Pro Care on a small area, less than 1 meter squared. So this is less than 1 meter squared. Interestingly, this is a little bit more sticky than the atoms. So to keep doing this until the surface is completely dry. I'll check back here. This side is pretty much dry. So now we'll take a clean side of our cloth here, dry side. Again, I'm getting a little tack on this from the ceramic. Okay, and that's it. couple notes about these products. I may have said it earlier, now I'm going to say it now. The Ceramic Pro has almost no odor to it. Has no distinct taste either. It's a little bit strange. Got a little dot there. I'll let you know in 8 hours, or when this video resumes, if there was anything in that. But the atoms here, it's exceptionally. Yeah, it's this smells like I can't think of what it smells like. Ammonia. Almost has an ammonia-like pungence to it. Contains octamethylcellulotrazosiloxane. Either way, that stuff definitely has an odor to it. And I also, before using each of these, I shook these up thoroughly to make sure that if there was any suspension of anything in there, that it was fully homogenized throughout the thing. So that's that. And when we come back, it's going to be 8 hours or more, and we will resume. Okay, so it's been about 20 hours. And since the second coat is going to be going up here, I went ahead and turned the hood around so you have a little bit better visibility to it, because there is something that I wanted to show, and that is the Atoms coating has a UV additive in it so that it shows up under black light during the application and curing process. So the idea is that it allows you to see how much you have sprayed on whatever it is that you're coating. Make sure you have an even coat on there if there's any high spots or anything like that. So I have my black light here, which is also a UV light, and we'll be taking a look and seeing what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and start again with the Ceramic Pro. And again, this one is a spray on and then immediately buff off, and then take another one and just clear it off again. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, and apparently I had no type of reactions from tasting this stuff yesterday. So I don't know, it is what it is. I'm actually probably going to do a follow-up video. I have some conversations going with Ceramic Pro right now about this, and I'll do some follow-up on that potentially in another video. So let's go ahead and get this sprayed. Like before, they were all shaken up prior to me applying them right now. Again, a little sticky, little tack on it, but to be fair, the Ceramic Pro Care that we're using right now is intended to go on something that already has the ceramic coating on it. Not really meant to be a standalone. So I'm going to take the damp side of this rag and we're going to go over that one more time. All right. So that's our 2 coats of Ceramic Pro Care Premium Surface Protectant. All right, let's go over to the Atoms and take a look at this graphene coating and see if we can see the UV additives in it. I'll go ahead, I'll turn on my black light right now. And like before, it's going to be, we're going to spray it on evenly. We're going to buff it out. We're going to let it sit for about a minute or 2. Definitely a little bit harder to see here, but I can tell you that I sprayed it on a piece of white paper towel, and it definitely lit up the paper towel. Looks like I got a little bit over on the Ceramic Care side, Ceramic Pro. Let's try to wipe that off. All right, I'm going to set my timer for 2 minutes. Actually, we'll set it for about 1:45 now. And while that's running, I'm going to go get a paper towel. Oh, actually, I have some paper towels right up here. I don't know if you can, if that's going to show in focus or not. You can see I got it on my hand too. So I suppose if you have a white car, it will show the UV additives much better. But seeing a little bit on the body panel here, we can certainly see on my rag where it's got some, sorry, I don't know if I'm in camera or not. You can definitely see where I had it on the rag. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to get the rag to a clean side. Yeah, that's going to be clean. And we're coming right up on 1:45. All right, we're at more than 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off. Yeah, I can see over here where I got into the Ceramic Pro side. Wipe that off. If not, we'll just know that when we come back in a month or two or 6 months, however long it is, when we come back out and check it again. Definitely get an idea. So that's about it. So probably take it outside tomorrow, or once I have it set out there, and then that'll be it. Yeah, so something else I thought I should do is do the water test on it just to see. So there's the hood, and we'll check back on it in a couple of months.